Hey everybody and welcome back. Tonight we're going to film a husband tag video. I have 30 questions on my phone that I'm going to ask my husband, Derek. You've seen him in some other videos, but this is my husband, Derek. So I'm going to ask him this list of questions. It'll probably have to be broken into 2 videos just because it's 30 questions. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So, question number 1. How did we meet?
Like officially meet? Or
Just how did we meet? Like, the first time that you remember that we met.
right, and I saw you in my station. Oh, my voice is so tired. When I was stationed in Valdez, Alaska. That's where I met her, and the first time I really remember like meeting her, talking to her, was in the grocery store when she was going to the night before, the day before she was going to Vegas the next day for her 23rd birthday.
That's when I really remember meeting him. So that was the end of September 2008.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Question number 2. What was your first opinion of me? Be
This
honest.
is a family. Right?
Be honest. What was your first opinion of me?
I mean,
Should be quick. Roll off your tongue.
that sweet, sweet honey. Saw that thing, and that was it. I thought she was beautiful.
All right.
I thought she was beautiful.
Thanks, honey. All right. Question number 3. When did you know I was the one?
4 days after, it was, 4 days after we started, whatever, hanging out.
Dating.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 days.
Yeah, I agree. Number 4. How long did it take to plan the wedding?
I don't know, I just said yes to whatever she said, 'cause they didn't care.
That is the truth. That is the truth. When did we get married? Wait, sorry. Question number 5. When did we get married?
We celebrated our anniversary on June 27th.
Legally, when did we get married?
March. Is it March?
Yes.
March the 9th? 7th. I always think it's about 7th.
We legally got married when we were still in Alaska, and then we just got married in our living room up there. And then we had an actual wedding in June of the same year down here in North Carolina. We were
June
still
27th.
we were still stationed in Alaska at that point, but we wanted to have our actual wedding down here. Hold on a second.
June 27th.
Sorry, I'm like the bridge police in the bridge with something.
Right off
Okay. Question. This is a funny one. Question number 6. How long have we been married? Sorry, this one's not funny. The next one's funny. How long have we been married?
9 years.
9 years in March, sure. Question number. March. You gotta count all those extra months.
Yeah.
Question number 7. How did you propose?
Oh man. Well, I'll give you a short
Just give
story.
us the short little version.
I had a severely broken leg that had to require 2 surgeries. So it was a miracle just me being able to walk around on crutches. So I ordered a pizza and put the ring in the middle of the pizza. Because we love pizza.
And he wrote on the box, "Will you marry me?" Which I still have. I'll have to see if I can find a picture, and I'll insert a picture here of the top of the pizza box. And I remember when I opened the box, I was holding my nephew, and I opened the box, and the first thing I said was, there was a missing piece of pizza out of that box. And the first thing I said was, "Who ate a piece of pizza out of my box?"
And I'm like, what the?
Everybody looked at me like, do you not see the ring in the middle?
Cheesy, but it's kind of all I could put together.
Yeah.
So,
He still hasn't gotten down on one knee, but
I mean,
it could happen. I'm still waiting. I'll be waiting. All right. Question number 8. How many children how many children did I want before marriage?
like a million. You said 4.
I did. I think I've always wanted an even number, so I always said 2 or 4.
Yeah. We had 2.
Number 9. What does my family think of you?
They love you.
No. What does my family
Oh.
think of you?
Oh, I think your mom really likes me. And I think your dad does too. So, I mean,
We don't see my family a ton. We live in North Carolina, and they live in, my mom lives in Alaska and Montana, and my dad lives in Oregon. And so my mom comes to visit probably at least twice a year, and then the boys and I usually end up going out to Oregon because that's where my siblings live, and my dad, of course, and his wife. And so we generally go out there just because it's easier for us to go there so we can see everybody, and we get to see, the boys get to see their cousins and aunts and uncles, and me being a stay-at-home mom, I usually have
unlimited vacation
yeah.
time, unlike me.
So, with Derek being in the first few years of the company that he's worked for, he hasn't had a ton of vacation time, and we like to go to the beach every summer, and so it's just easier for me to take the boys over there to Oregon to see them. So he really hasn't seen my dad. You saw Brenda when she came for Allie's birthday,
I don't think.
but you haven't seen my dad since we drove down here, probably.
No, when we went to
Oh,
Tybee.
Yeah, when we went to Tybee Island, so that was
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years.
Okay.
So,
So, they do like him. They really like him. So, number 10. What do my friends think of you?
they love me. All over.
Everybody loves Derek.
I mean,
How can you not love this?
I'm pretty laid back dude. Like to make people laugh. So,
That's
yeah.
my friends liked him. They've always liked him. Of course, they were skeptical at first because we were engaged after 5 weeks of dating. But everybody loves him. All right, number 11. What is my worst habit? Ooh. It's gotten better. I can almost guarantee I'm going to guess what you're going to say.
Well,
Come on,
like
be honest. It's
yeah,
my worst habit. What is my worst that you think is my worst habit that drives you crazy?
like wherever she gets undressed, the floor is her choice of where to put her clothes.
Okay, be honest. It's gotten a lot better.
It has.
Okay.
Or rubbing. It's so weird at night. It's so weird. She rubs her feet together, like at night, and it like almost shakes the whole bed,
Okay.
and you can hear it.
90%
I'm
of the
asleep
time,
before
he's asleep before I am.
So that's
But
not
if I try to fall asleep before he does, I do. I like to rub my feet like kind of together, but more like on the sheets. And he's always like, "That's so loud. You're shaking the bed." Okay. What is my best habit?
like I don't know the hat like. What's your best habit? Okay, really good.
Number 13. Who wears the pants in the relationship?
Kind of skip this.
I think it's pretty equal.
It's pretty equal.
I do.
I mean, she runs the house. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, I think that's part of being a homemaker.
Yeah, but
But really, I think we're pretty equal on,
decisions.
yeah, on decision making. We
Yeah.
don't really make decisions by ourselves,
Nope.
especially for big things. I think we're pretty good at that. Okay, number 14. If you could get rid of one thing that belongs to me, what would it be?
Leggings.
Oh, you don't like leggings?
No. Well, I do, but not for everything, every occasion.
Okay. I love leggings.
Oh,
I do. Leggings. That's funny.
well, I mean, that was just a quick answer.
I know.
I don't know. Whatever.
All right. Number 15. Who is the better cook?
You,
Good answer. That's how I would have answered you. You can cook some things really good.
yeah. I mean, pretty much everything we make, I could cook anything you make. Just
I just do it all the
recipe.
time.
Yeah, you do it, you got.
So I have more practice.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 16. What do we argue most about?
Like a lot, like it's usually like in the evenings, and it's usually about like bath time, or who's getting jammies,
Parenting things.
who's putting kids to bed, and,
Yeah.
you know, who's changing them.
But I feel like it's not even really arguments. It's usually like, not it, I'm not changing that poopy diaper. Or I don't want to do bath time. Or if I've had a long day, or if he's had a long day, it's kind of like, oh, he gets home from work and we eat dinner, and
Yeah, I'm done after
Yeah.
that.
or I'm done after that. Especially
Yeah.
since we've had snow days for the last 4 days, and I want to send the kids to school. Okay, number 17. Have you ever pretended to sleep? Wait. Okay. I did read it, but it's not typed in here right, because the question says, have you ever pretended to sleep act to avoid an argument?
Yep.
Have you ever pretended to be asleep to avoid an argument?
Yeah.
I'm guessing is what that means.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
Derek can usually tell when I'm pretending because he's like, you're not even asleep over there. And I
Yeah.
end up laughing or smiling.
Because it doesn't. It takes her time to go to sleep, and it takes me.
He can fall asleep in like half a second,
0.2 seconds.
and he can be snoring. So Derek definitely can fall asleep or pretend to be asleep, and then he actually really falls asleep.
We shouldn't do that. We should
I-
talk about it, right? We should discuss it at the time it happens, because it's your choice if you want to stay mad or not. That's your choice.
I know. Okay. Number 18. What was our last argument about?
We haven't had any real throwdowns.
Probably 2 hours ago when we were arguing about who was going to change Gavin's poopy underwear.
Yeah, it was just petty, stupid.
But big arguments, we don't really have big arguments that often. Occasionally we do, but I don't even
First
think
of
they're
all,
like,
You're supposed to be like, they want to call this disgusting.
yeah.
I
That's
should
true.
have said what he was doing was disgusting.
Yeah.
Not, man, you're disgusting.
But I mean, we all do it. There's times I say stuff to them. I mean, I think every parent does it. And then it's easy for somebody else looking in to say that you should say that differently. But
In the heat of the moment.
we need to sing at some point.
Yep.
Okay, number 19. What was the last text message I sent you? Look at your phone.
Can I look at it?
Yeah. What was the last text message I sent
It
you?
was a picture. A freaking sweet haircut.
It was a picture, I
My
think.
beard
But like
trim.
I did send him a picture. I took a picture of his haircut because his friend is a barber. If you're in the Huntersville, Charlotte area, his name is Will Wally. If he works at Barbers at Burkdale.
Barber's a birthday.
Um,
Wally the barber.
Yep, in Burkdale Village. So I sent him, and then before that, what did I send you?
Gavin fell
Yeah.
asleep watching the baseball movie.
He
There's
had
a
called.
picture of Gavin
And a picture.
sleeping.
That's usually what I send. I usually send pictures of
Kids.
the kids during the day.
About the kids, or what do you want for dinner, or can you come home early? The kids are driving me insane, or I'm leaving as soon as you get home because the kids are driving me insane, or
Or
I don't know how she does it. That drives me nuts. Okay, next.